Whatever your hands were reaching for, set it down. You were already moving on. Stop for a moment. Whatever your hands were reaching for, set it down. Stop for a moment. Whatever your hands were reaching for, set it down. You were already moving on to the next thing when something held you here, and you felt it. A small tug, low in the chest. It did not come from your own thinking. That was me. I am not going to shout at you today. I am not going to frighten you into listening. I will speak the way I have always spoken to the ones I love, in a voice that does not compete with the noise around you. If you have ever wondered whether I know your name, stay where you are. The answer is nearer than you think. You have been carrying a nudge in your spirit for some time now. It comes at odd hours. It shows up when the house has gone quiet, when the last cup is washed, when you finally sit down and stop performing for anyone. A thought rises that is not quite yours. A pull towards something you cannot name. You have been pushing it down for months, telling yourself it is nothing. It is not nothing. It is me, knocking on the one door in your life that you have kept shut. Hear these words carefully, because this is where many turn away. My voice does not usually arrive as thunder. It arrives as a knowing, a quiet certainty that will not leave you alone. It rarely makes a sound loud enough to prove itself. And that is exactly why so many miss it. They are waiting for a sign in the sky while I am speaking 3 inches from their heart. There was a man who learned this the hard way. Elijah had just seen fire fall in front of an entire nation. Then a threat came and fear drove him into the wilderness, and he sat down under a broom tree and asked me to end his life. He had run out of everything except his own exhaustion. I did not correct him. I fed him. I let him sleep. Then I brought him to a mountain and told him to stand at the mouth of the cave, because I was going to pass by. A wind came and tore the rocks apart. I was not in the wind. An earthquake shook the ground under his feet. I was not in the earthquake. A fire swept across the face of that mountain. I was not in the fire. And then, when the noise had spent itself and the air went still, there came a low whisper. That was where I was. That is where I have always been. He covered his face and stepped out to meet me, and I gave him his next assignment in a voice softer than breathing. I am telling you this because you have been listening for the wrong thing. You have been waiting for the earthquake. You have asked me for something undeniable, something so loud that doubt would have nowhere left to stand. Meanwhile, I have been speaking to you in the whisper day after day, and you have called it your imagination. That stirring you feel is not restlessness. It is not anxiety. It is not you talking yourself into something. It is my hand on your shoulder, turning you toward a door you have not yet noticed. Speak your amen out loud if you believe I am the one who brought you here. Now let me tell you what I know about the last stretch of road behind you. You are tired in a way that sleep does not fix. You have learned to give the short answer when people ask how you are doing, because the long answer would take an hour and most of them do not want it. You have carried things you never announced. You have handled matters alone that should have had 4 hands on them. I know about the promise that came apart in your hands. I know about the person who said they would stay and did not. I know how many times you have started over from a place lower than where you began. You simply got up again and went back to work, and almost no one noticed the weight you were dragging behind you. I noticed it. I have never once looked away from your life. There's a difference between being watched and being seen, and I want you to understand which one I mean. To be watched is to be measured. To be seen is to be known and still wanted. I am not standing over you with a ledger. I am not keeping score of the days your faith was thin. I have looked at everything you are, including the parts you would not read out loud to anyone, and I have not changed my mind about you. But I did not stop you here just to comfort you. Comfort alone would leave you exactly where I found you. I stopped you because something is moving toward your life, and your part in it begins with a response. Not a perfect one, not a confident one, just an honest one. The nudge in your spirit is an invitation, and invitations expire in the sense that the moment they belong to passes on. Understand me clearly. I am not threatening you. I am telling you how doors work. There is a season shaped exactly like the thing you have been asking for, and it is standing open in front of you right now. You can walk through it while it stands open, or you can talk yourself out of it and watch the shape of your life stay the same for another year. You have done that before. You know the feeling. Not this time. I have made you more capable than you believe. The version of you sitting there right now is not the version who started this road. You have grown in places you have never given yourself credit for. You are steadier under pressure. You forgive faster. You are harder to knock over than you were. And you have not once stopped to notice. That growth was not decoration, it was structure. I have been building something in you that has to hold weight, and now the weight is coming. So do not brush the feeling away. Do not tell yourself you are being dramatic. Do not wait until you feel more spiritual, more prepared, more deserving. That day is not coming, and it was never the requirement. Listen closely, because I am about to tell you what has really been happening in the quiet. There is a question you have never asked me directly, but you have asked it 100 times in your own head. Why has this taken so long? You have prayed with real faith. You have kept your word when it cost you. You have shown up for people who never showed up for you. And still, the thing you asked for has not arrived. And you have quietly begun to wonder whether the problem is you. The problem is not you. Let me tell you what was actually happening while nothing appeared to happen. When the temple was built, the stone was cut somewhere else. Every block was measured, shaped, and finished at the quarry, far from the site, so that when the pieces arrived, there was no hammer, no chisel, no noise on the hill at all. To anyone standing there, it would have looked like nothing was being built. The work was real. It was simply not where the crowd was looking. That is what I've been doing with your life. You judged your season by the sound it made. Silence felt like abandonment to you. But silence is not absence. There are seasons when I work loudly, and seasons when I work in a way that makes no sound you can hear. And you have been living through the second kind. What you call a dead year, I call a workshop. Now do something hard, and do not flinch from it. Some of that resistance was not random. Not every closed door was chance.
Let me tell you about the waiting period, because I know some of you are wondering why this blessing has not manifested.
He does not usually attack with something dramatic. He attacks with a slow sentence repeated until you stop noticing it is there. You are too late. You are too much. You are not the kind of person things work out for. He did not come after you because you are weak. He came after you because he could see what your obedience would cost him. Think about it honestly. The seasons you were closest to a real change were also the seasons when everything went strange at once. The friendship soured for no reason you could name. The provision dried up in the same month the door opened. Discouragement arrived with unusual force at exactly the hour you were about to move. That was not bad luck.
cannot rush the
So
process.
today I am pulling those sentences out of your mind by the root, one at a time. He told you that you are behind. I say you are exactly where my hand placed you, and my timing does not run late.
The finished product
He told you that you have already used up your chances.
is the master craftsman.
I say my mercy is not a limited supply,
When you
and I have never turned away a person who came back. He told you that you are too damaged for anything good to hold.
nothing ever goes
I say I have built entire kingdoms out of broken people, and I have never once needed a flawless vessel.
where your
He
strength
told you that you ask too much.
strengths come your
I say you have asked far too little, and your smallness of request has grieved me more than your boldness ever could.
that's set before his
He told you that the good years are behind you.
in Ecclesiastes.
I say the strongest chapter of your life has not been written, and I am the one holding the pen.
Time is coming. The
He
season
told you that no one would stand with you.
is almost
I say I have already assigned people your road who do not yet know your name.
you will
He told you that if I truly cared, it would not hurt this much. I say I care so completely that I refuse to give you a shallow answer to a deep need.
I received the comment.
You have been listening to the wrong voice for a long time, and the strange thing about lies is that they get quieter as they get more effective.
Something beautiful.
They stop sounding like an attack and start sounding like your own honest opinion of yourself. That is when they do the most damage.
Close their eyes and they see
Today I am interrupting that. Every sentence in you that ends with, I cannot, I am not, I never will.
his presence
I am
feels
cutting it off at the source right now.
like coffee and
Do not defend those thoughts.
connection that does
Do
not.
not explain to me why they are reasonable.
They see
You
celebration
have practiced them so long that they feel like realism.
ordinary by the
But a lie repeated for 20 years is still a lie on the 21st year.
They feel a sense of peace.
Here is what is true instead.
They
You
feel
are wanted,
someone is out
not tolerated,
even when
not carried out of obligation.
otherwise.
Wanted,
Streets are
the way a builder wants a particular stone he shaped himself.
what he is already a
There is work in this world that has your fingerprints on it and no one else's, and it has been sitting unfinished.
not with us.
Because you were talked out of believing you were the one.
The presence of a love.
Let me hear your amen if your faith is still standing after everything.
Sense that there is someone
Now I want you to see something about the way I answer.
you have
Rarely do I answer in the shape people expect. Because the shape people expect is usually smaller than what they actually need.
and that
You have asked me for relief.
they are seen
I'm bringing you release, which is a different thing. Relief loosens the pressure for a while. Release changes what you are attached to. You wanted the load lightened.
some part of you.
I intend to take some of it off your back entirely. And that will require you to let go of things you have been gripping so long that your hands have shaped themselves around them. That is why this has taken time.
Not someday
Not because I was slow,
I receive
because you were still holding on.
type something in the comments.
Some of what you carry was never assigned to you.
My heart is
You picked it up out of guilt or out of habit, or because someone handed it to you at a moment when you were too tired to refuse.
might read your comment.
You have been paying for that decision every day since, and you assumed the ache was just what life feels like. It is not.
Your soul that
Put it down.
they are
I did not ask you to carry it, and I am not impressed that you did. There is a strength you have that you mistake for a burden. You feel things deeply. You notice what others miss. You cannot walk past a person in pain without something in you turning toward them. You have called that a weakness because it has cost you, but I put it there on purpose. And I am about to show you what it was for. Stay with me. What comes next will ask something of you. Faith is not a feeling. I want
You
that
feel the
settled in
shift
you
that
before
happens
we
in
go
your
any
spirit
further.
when you make that
This is
declaration.
what you do.
Before we continue, I want to speak to something. Jesus said that most people hear, but few let fully land. He said,
Many
"Give,
have waited their whole
and it shall
lives
be
to
given
feel
unto
certain
you
enough
good
to
measure,
move.
pressed down, shaken together, running over."
That certainty was
That
never
promise was not
practiced.
spoken for a future version of your life. It is alive right now.
You have done it before.
Over this specific season you are standing
There was a
in.
morning you got up
The
and
love you have been dreaming about, the presence that feels like home.
something held.
the ordinary morning's made full has a seed attached to it, not because heaven keeps score, but because releasing what is in your hand is how faith speaks when words feel too small. The link is in the description. If the code is on your screen, scan it and let that be the moment of release. And as you do, bring with you not a list, just the one thing. The thing you think about most in the quiet, when no one is asking and nothing is distracting. Plant it alongside your seed and watch heaven move on both. Let me share something about the conversation that happened between your soulmate and God. It was not a short conversation. It was not a quick prayer before bed, or a passing thought during a busy day. Your soulmate spent time in the presence of the divine, pouring out their heart, asking questions, seeking guidance. They asked God if they were good enough for you. They wondered if their own flaws and failures disqualified them from loving someone as special as you. They worried that they had too much baggage, too many broken pieces, too many things that needed fixing before they could offer themselves to another person. And God responded to those fears with truth and with love. God told your soulmate that perfection is not the requirement for love. Worthiness is not earned through flawlessness. God told them that He does not bring two perfect people together because two perfect people do not exist. He brings two people who are willing to grow together, to learn together, to extend grace to each other in moments of struggle. He told your soulmate that their brokenness was not a disqualification but a qualification because their brokenness has taught them empathy. Their struggles have taught them strength. Their past mistakes have taught them the importance of doing things differently in the future. And all of those lessons have prepared them to love you in the way you need to be loved. Your soulmate asked God to show them how to love you specifically. Not generic love, not love based on what moves